Today, marketing has to be treated like a full-blown system, and literally nobody out there wants to share the truth that you can build it step by step, but you need to build the whole system. The great part is once you build it, it's permanent. It doesn't go away. You will for sure see new members walking through that door every day, every week.
Behind Studio Doors, a studio owner's guide to survival.
And with me is the mastermind behind it all, Vistar, CEO of Kenko AI. So, Vistar, first question. What role do you think Google ranking and Google search ranking actually play in this whole process?
That's an interesting question. We are here specifically talking about organic marketing. We are talking about how to get members without spending on ads, without spending on any outbound or any paid activities. We are specifically just saying the word of mouth for your studio to go out and getting members just from that. Now, this has multiple steps. First thing is you need to start ranking on Google. Your best customers are not the ones you'll find by doing great marketing, doing a lot of outreach or running ads. Your best customers are already looking for you. They're searching for yoga classes near me. Now, the most important thing is these are the clients who have high intent to convert, and you don't need to spend anything to convert them, but you'd have to rank on top or at least in the top 3 results for them to consider you. And this is the lowest hanging fruit, which a lot of studios get wrong. So this is what we kind of fix with partnering up with Google, where you use Reserve with Google. It's a free program by Google. So when someone searches for any of these classes near them, they can jump directly to your schedule. So that's like the most important piece of getting this flywheel going. We'll have to break this down into 2 parts. One is you ranking on top on Google or making it to the top 3. And that's a gradual process. While there's a second part, which you can start immediately, which is if you have to convert them, and it should be as simple as a single click on Google. And that's what essentially Reserve with Google is. A lot of people confuse this with their Google business profile. It's not that. Reserve with Google is this book online button that will show up on your Google profile if you're using a software partner that is integrated with Google. There is more nuance there, but let's understand the first layer here. So now we're talking about how to really rank on top on Google and convert from there. And I'll take an example of one of our clients. Let's take Megan's Yoga Tribe. They are a 4-location yoga studio. And if I search for yoga classes near me in Lee Summit, I see they have the highest number of Google reviews and they rank on number 2 right now. And that's just based on my distance. They actually rank on number 1 in their neighborhood. And I see this unique schedule button right here. And if I click on that, I jump directly into her website where I can select the class I want to take. So I'm going from, hey, I have an intention to search for a class to actually looking at a real schedule of a studio within a single click. So this is what Reserve with Google is essentially doing. It's finding where's the schedule or what's the next best step for this new client. And I can go here and I can pick my class. And if your online interaction is really good, you should be able to sign up, book the class, use an intro offer, and convert for the business. And this is essentially Reserve with Google. And it's really essential for you to get conversions. But there's another interesting thing at play here with some of the businesses or with some other providers here. If I look at Paul Latia's here, if I click on this book online button, I end up straight in her schedule inside her website. And this is the correct way to use Reserve with Google, right? I can see all her classes. I can just go out and complete my sign up. Versus, let's look at some of our competitors. So I have another studio saying Pink Pole right here. And if I go click on the schedule of Pink Pole, see what happens. So it doesn't take me to her website. It essentially takes me to another marketplace, which is Mindbody here. And I can see all her classes again and I can convert. But what I can see is it's just the same replica of her exact schedule, which is on her website, but it's not really her website anymore. It's her marketplace. And when I sign up here, 2 things happen. One, let's say I'm paying $30 for this class as a first-time user. The marketplace is going to take a share of my earnings, which is completely unnecessary. And I can skip it and get those members directly on my schedule. Rather, we see this pattern. I might actually be searching directly for pink poles on Google, but instead of her website that I should be heading to, I end up in this marketplace. So this is a mistake a lot of studios are doing. And the shocking part here is 90% of the studio owners we speak to about, hey, why is your Reserve with Google not taking the customers to your website? They're completely unaware. And they're just paying this tax on top. And sadly, it just doesn't end there. When your clients end up on this marketplace, the bad part is the marketplace has the data of your clients or of your potential members. Now on this marketplace, they're also going to get offers from your nearby competitors. And that's absolutely the worst thing, where you're losing control of your data and your marketing. So that's the wrong way to do Reserve with Google. And there's of course a right way to do what kind of Megan is doing here, where in a single click, I go from Google right to her schedule. So that's a Reserve with Google program. You use it correctly, over time, you will definitely start ranking on top 3 in Google results and it will drive constant stream of clients to your business.
So you're saying that when you use a marketplace, a certain percentage of this potential studio's revenue goes to the marketplace. What about Kenko? Does it come at a certain cost or is it free?
Yeah, so we don't believe in this idea of taking a share of revenue of the business or putting this software tax on top of your business revenue. So it's completely free. You get these members, they go right into your data, you own their information. Kenko never exposes this information to any other business around you. We had to take this, we felt like this is more ethical thing to do in the industry, especially you're working with small businesses here. These are not large enterprises who have this big cost of acquisition or advertisement budget. And if a marketplace takes a share of that, it's fine. These are small businesses operating on very thin margins. So in that scenario, taking a share of their earnings, taking a share of their profit is what we feel not ethical.
And that's a wrap. Today's big takeaway, getting reserved with Google isn't just a feature that's nice to have. It's one of the fastest ways to move prospects from search to your scheduling page in just 2 clicks. Huge thanks to Vistar for insights and to Kenko for putting this episode together. Want to reserve with Google setup for free? Drop a comment down below and we'll show you the exact steps. Stick around. In the next episode, we'll dive into why automating marketing tasks is a non-negotiable for fitness studios, and we'll even share the proven strategies that you can start using right away.